Maayong adlaw ninyong tanan. Ako si Padre Ading Butas, ang kura paroko sa parokya ni San Joaquim ug Santa Ana. Isip kura paroko ni ining maong parokya, mapasirgarbuhon akong mupaila-ila kaninyo sa mga kabatan-una nimong parokya nga mopasundayag sa ilang presentasyon ug hinaot nga niining ilang presentasyon nga ipakita diha kaninyo dili lamang kini makahatag og mensahe nga gikan sa Ginoo, kundi hinaot unta nga kini makapalig-on sa inyong pagtuo o paghigugma sa atong mahal nga inahan ug labaw sa tanan ngadto sa atong Ginoo ang atong manunubos.
Good day mga katalyo! So here are some simple ways of how to be more like Mary. Mary was conceived without original sin. So when we look to her life to guide our own actions, we can see a reflection of what God's will for us might be if we were unencumbered by sin. Of course, none of us can say that we're actually free from the burden of sin in our daily lives. But we should all be striving to draw closer to God's will and further from the sin that keeps us from receiving His merciful love. So, when we need some concrete examples on how to speak, act, and love each other, there's no one better to turn to than Mary. So, here are a few simple ways that we can be more like Mary.
Number 1. Say yes. In Scripture, Mary's story starts with her simple yes to God. It is an affirmative charge with a plenty of questions, but she gave her assent to God. And look what she did with her simple prayer. What is God asking us to say yes to? What is that thing that seems difficult, crazy, or downright crazy for God keeps placing on our hearts? Is it a career change, moving across the country, or open for one more baby? This month, ask yourself what God might be asking for you to do, and then start to find the courage to say yes to His will for you.
Hoy! Lakoy na dunggan ganina ba? Basta misa? Kuan, about sa Sisters of Lights of the Holy Spirit. Willing kang mapin?
Ay, willing na siya.
Yes, tayo!
Willing na siya.
Nga makaserve ko. Happy ko
Number 2, be humble. Have you ever had someone ask you to do something really important for them? How did you feel? Maybe a little proud? When someone asks much of me, I often feel flattered. But if I'm not careful, this feeling can turn into a sense that maybe I am that great, that they sense I can handle it. Sometimes I get big head, or sometimes it manifests false humility. But when God asked Mary through Angel Gabriel to be the mother of God, she didn't get puffed of herself, nor did she try to convince God that she wasn't enough. She simply said, "Behold, the handmaid of the Lord, be it done to me according to thy word." That is true humility. True humility is doing only God's will.
Uy, wala ikaw po nga mutabang? Wala, okay raman ko. Alipay kung makatabang ko sa ubang tao. Sige, matabang ko. Sure.
Number 3, share your joy. I don't know about you, but if I had been Mary, I would have been pretty freaked out the thought of carrying the Son of God. I would have hide, but not Mary. Mary left home and visited her cousin Elizabeth, who was also expecting a baby son. Mary didn't keep her joy within herself, but instead, she shared her joy with everyone or with her friend. Sometimes we often forget that family and friendship is all about sharing each other joy, not only the fun times, but the real and genuine happiness within ourselves. Sometimes it's difficult to share in others' joys when we're hurting, or we find it difficult to share our happiness with everyone because we were afraid that they only think we are bragging about ourselves. But to hide away our joy means to hide the best part of what makes us human. God made us know both sorrow and joy and experience those both things in this community. Mary is the perfect example on how to be courageous in sharing our joy.
Uy guys! Uy! Atumos ba yun dyan ka mga lasing ko? Sana! Nagpa-Thanksgiving is successful nga operation ni Mama. Uy, ala! Mayo! Sige, mga dami para makita mi anting. Sige. Bye-bye!
Bye. Number 4. Make the big ask boldly. When the wine ran out during the wedding feast at Cana, Mother Mary went right away to Jesus. She didn't waste time saying that, "Hey Jesus, I think maybe you could help. Could you? If you can't, it's fine." No. She went right away to Jesus and asked him to fix it. Did she assume he would?
Lord, salamat sa mga grasya na ginatagdiri ka. Kung labi na sa grasya sa pinahuli. Lord, ako ni kasi nga ang pangayon kanimo nga unta. Mawala unta niya among isang karon nga pandemic.
Number 5. Walk with someone in their pain. Few of us could even imagine the horror of having to watch someone you love being beaten, tortured, and killed. But Mary didn't turn away. She stayed. She was with Jesus in his time of rejection and pain. We might not be called to witness that kind of excruciating experience, but surely there are people in our own lives who are in crisis, who are struggling to get by, or who needed someone else to listen to them in their suffering. This might mean lending a listening ear when a friend is having a bad breakup, or crying along with a family member when someone she loves passed away. Christians are told not to turn away from suffering, not in ourselves and not in the others around us. Mary gives us the example of a perfect love that never turns away and never gives up.
Ukira na, dara ko giliran para magdamay nila.
Those are the 5 simple ways to be more like Mary. We should admire her as the mother of our Jesus, who inspires us to be devoted as a youth servant. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that our video can ignite the fire within you. Keep the fire burning. Tell you called to be holy.